Hey everybody, welcome back to 3G Adventures. Just sitting out by the fire. Nice little fire, although we don't need one. It's only about 78 degrees where we're at. But you know, good Texas night requires some cold beer and a nice fire. It doesn't matter if it's 110 out or 15 degrees out. It's kind of a way of life where we're at. Just wanted to bring you this video, do a little cooking. We're going to tie into this video, and we were talking earlier, and you know, a long time ago on one of our original videos, we found this dog out on Bragg Road. Because Bragg Road is named after Braxton Bragg, I thought,
there he is.
Come here, Braxton. Come here, boy. This is the puppy. If you go back through the videos, this is the puppy I picked up. What would you say? He was maybe 7, 8 weeks old when we got him?
Maybe 8 weeks old.
Somebody abandoned him out there. There's no houses. Where we found him, the closest house would have been 6 miles, 7 miles.
During a drought.
During a drought. You guys know. Y'all seen the video. Bella, be quiet. Well, anyway, this is Braxton a couple years later. This is him. He's a good boy. He's got it filled out. You can see he's not going hungry at all.
No.
He's turned out to be one of the best dogs we have. We have quite the little farm. Maybe we'll do a video in the daylight sometime or another to show you all our chickens, our pigs, our dogs. Matter of fact, the dog you hear in the background is Bella, which you've seen in another video. My little brindled, I don't know what she is.
She's a pit Airedale Terrier.
Pit Airedale Terrier. Brindled. Most beautiful brindling I've ever seen. And I'm not a pit bull fan. I'm just saying she is beautiful. But anyway, shush, Bella. One of my pigs is over there in her cage. She's in heat, so I have her in her cage at night. During the day, we let her run around on the porch so she gets her exercise. But at nighttime, because all these boy dogs we have to lock her up.
She doesn't like the pig.
And she hates the pig, one of the pigs. She likes the other pig. She just hates this one in particular.
Well, there's a difference. One is a
potbelly,
which Bella likes.
The other is an actual wild sow. Where we're at, we have a lot of wild pigs. She actually came up to us when she was probably a good 3-4 months old. She was a little bitty piglet. She came up, she was crying, running around our fence. I opened the gate, she walked right in, and I thought, well, I guess we have another pig now. So
that's Lazy, and then the potbelly, wherever she went,
is Maisie. And I'm going to pull a mean trick on my potbelly pig here. I don't do this typically if I don't have anything to feed her, but watch this. Maisie Cookie, come here, Maisie. Maisie Cookie, let's go, come here.
I got peanuts over there on the table.
Maisie Cookie, let's go, come on. Hold on, I'll be back. Maisie Cookie, let's go, baby. She's coming, I hear her. Here she comes.
There she comes.
Here she comes.
There's a Maisie.
If you call Maisie, she doesn't come unless you offer her cookies. Everything in this pig's life is a cookie. It's what I taught her when she was young.
You can hand feed her those.
Oh, I can, but Lazy's here, so here you go. This is my wild sow, and anybody can see in the picture, look at her. She's obviously different from, look, come here, baby. You don't want to hand feed her. You'll lose a finger.
Yeah.
But with her being right next to my potbelly, I can't hand feed her either because she gets a little aggressive because she's trying to make sure she doesn't steal it. So anyway, that'd be it. That's all the cookies.
That's all your cookies, Momo.
Good girl, Moo. That's good, baby. Yeah, that's good, Moo. Alright, anyway, now she'll climb up in my lap looking for more here in a minute. She always does. But anyway, just wanted to bring you this video and kind of show y'all Braxton. We were talking about that earlier, and You know, we've had him, what,
2 years.
2 years? Hey, that'll be enough.
This last summer was 2 years.
Yeah. There's my wild sow piglet. Come here.
You can tell she's wild because she won't let you pet her. Still.
Well, as long as she's asleep or you're feeding her, you can. Bella, that'll be enough, baby. No
Where's
more.
up, Keystone? Hi, Keystone.
This is my dog. This is my daughter's dog, Keystone. Hey. Don't. I'm like, stop this. Look, I'm locking my wild pig up right now. Actually, this is Maisie. Come here.
Don't you lock Momo up.
Come on, get out, baby. Come on. No, don't go in there. You can't go in. Bella, I need you to be quiet.
Yeah, there's Momo.
My pigs are acting up tonight, so my dogs are going crazy.
It's full moon.
So the way I ended up with Keystone, hey, enough. The way I ended up with Keystone, and his name comes from, well, my favorite drink. And there's an actual story behind that. In this video, you're going to see earlier, I said this is not tranny fluid. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. I just can't help you. But I did used to drink tranny fluid, I don't know, about 18 years ago, religiously. And we used to go to the Guadalupe River, and not to San Marcos, where every tourist in the world has ever gone. We used to go down to the Guadalupe River, down to a little place called Sattler, Texas. Well, that was probably the coolest place you could put in to float the river. And I own my own business, so I would usually go down on a Thursday night, and I would tell everybody that was going. Normally there'd be about 25 to 35 of us that went. And I would tell everybody, put your camping gear in my truck. Come by the house this week, put your camping gear in my truck. Load me up. I will go down on a Thursday. I will set everybody's camp up for them. So Friday night when they get off work,
Lazy.
hey, that'll be enough. No more. Hey, bad girl. Leave her alone. I would go down on a Thursday and I'd set up these campsites so everybody that worked a day job, when they got off on a Friday, they could come down, and it was about a 3.5, 4 hour drive. So, you know, they usually wouldn't pull up till about 10 to 12 o'clock at night, but their camp would already be set up. Well, one weekend we were all going, I had a fence job going, and I had to finish this job. I had to. Hey, no more. I had to finish this job. So I was the guy showing up late. Well, I got down there on a Friday night about 12:30 in the morning, and my buddy had been there, and he drank Keystone beer. And I used to call it horse piss. I used to call it everything under the sun but beer. But I never drank one either. I always had my beer. He always had his. So anyway, we got there and we set up camp. Or he set up camp and I showed up, and I hadn't had a chance to stop and buy groceries, stop and buy beer. And I'm getting there, and he says, I tell him, I say, hey man, I didn't have a chance to buy beer. And he says, well, open that ice chest, grab you one of them Keystones. I said, I don't want that horse piss. I'm not drinking that shit. I just want to drink a beer. But hey, you know what? It's 12:30. I'm going to grab whatever's available. So I opened one, and I tell you what, I've never gone back. I have never gone back. It's been my beer of choice ever since. So, sidetracked. The way my dog got named Keystone wasn't because he ended up being my dog, and I just... My daughter has this dog named Bucky.
Where is Bucky?
He's inside. She
He's
gave
in there
him a
with her.
bath and begged to let him sleep in her room tonight. So
That's right.
So anyway, her dog Bucky, he got out of the fence one day because some neighbors down the road have a female dog that went into heat. And you know what male dogs do. Hey. So Bucky makes his way over there apparently, and we don't know it for a while. And until the neighbors come over one night and they're talking. They say, hey, your dog got over here. We caught him in the act, you know, making our dog pregnant. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I mean, there's a ton of male dogs out here, so. Well,
Discovery Channel is everybody's front yard.
yeah, the Discovery Channel is everybody's front yard out here. Hey, you learn a thing or two. This is not a PG yard. So, anyway, these puppies are born. Oh, there's no mistaking. They're my dog's pups. No mistaking at all. They are my dog's pups. I'm like, wow. But anyway, my neighbor said he'd been giving them beer as puppies. And I'm like, oh, they drink beer? I wouldn't mind having a dog that drinks beer with me. He said, well, I got one over here. I walked down the road and I seen it and fell in love with it. And I thought, well, I'll tell you what, I happened to have a Keystone in my hand and I poured a little out and he drank it all up. And I said, well, that's the dog's name, Keystone. Well, let's take him home.
He wasn't much bigger than the can anyway when we got him.
Yeah, he wasn't hardly bigger than the can. I got him home. First night, my daughter thought, hey, enough. Bella, bad girl.
It's lazy.
I know it is, but I need her to quit barking. So anyway, I got him home. He sat by the fire with me and we drank our beer all night. And before anybody says anything, no, my dogs have access to water and I do not get my dogs drunk. I don't. But I'll give them a sip here and there. Hey! So anyway, my dog and I are sitting there by the fire drinking beer. My daughter comes out. She's like, oh, he's so cute. Oh. Well, you guys know the end of the story at that point. Once a kid locks on, that's Keystone.
Keystone.
Once a kid locks on, you pretty much lose the animal at that point. You're just there to feed it, pay vet bills, mend fences, make sure they don't get out of line, make sure their fights are minimal. You know, you're there to just kind of babysit now. You're the caretaker and you're the financier, but that's it. The dog no longer listens to you because now your kid's in charge. It's now your kid's dog, and well, when the dog needs a new collar, its fingernails painted, or the kid picked it up a little too high and dropped it. Now we're running to the vet to go, hey, can you please check out my kid's dog? You know, it's really one of those. I had a beer drinking buddy that turned into my little softie.
Yeah.
Because now, when he was my beer drinking buddy, I was like, oh, he's limping. I don't know why. Oh well, he'll figure it out. He'll heal. Now that he's my daughter's dog, if he's limping, it's like, oh my God, here we go. Load up. Here's another vet bill. Here's another this. Here's another that. We gotta figure it out. And this is all for the kid who, well, she has no way of showing her emotion. And, you know, you don't know if she really loves you or not because, like, everything's bruh. Really? You say, hey, you gotta brush your teeth today. What? Really, bruh? I'm like, yeah, really. It's hygiene. We have to do it. You're like, kid, you gonna get dressed today or you gonna wear your pajamas for the last 3 weeks straight? Why don't you throw them in the dirty clothes? Let mom wash them. You're starting to stink a little bit. She's like, bruh, that's mean.
She doesn't really wear them for that long.
No, she really does. But y'all know what I mean as parents. y'all get it. Or she's at that age now where I'm like, hey, kid, when's the last time you brushed your teeth? She's like, 2 days ago. I'm like, yeah, I can smell it. Why don't you go brush your teeth? Kid, you've been in those same pajamas for what, 3 days? Please throw them in the dirty clothes. Find something else to wear. I know it's your favorite shirt and your favorite pants, but that's like not appropriate for going into town anymore.
Well, and I don't care how many times you bathed in between. You can't keep putting them on.
Yeah, your body might be clean, but your clothes are nasty. Change. They stink. And she's like, bruh, her retaliation is, all right, Biggie. I'm like, what the hell's Biggie mean?
Or she tells you you're being extra.
Yeah, I'm being extra. Well, finish that thought. What's extra? Extra what? I'm being extra smart ass. I'm being extra cool. What am I being extra? No, that's enough. And I'm not even going to finish that thought. But as far as the biggie goes, it's because apparently I'm a fat dad. Apparently I eat too much. Apparently my kid thinks I'm fat. So that's like her way to retaliate. Whenever I make her do something, I get called fatty, basically, but
Well,
biggie.
You got to think back, though, to when she was like 4 and she used to run around calling you Daddy Thunder Thighs.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot and I weigh 200 pounds. I don't think I'm fat. Can we even say fat?
I don't, body shaming, I don't know, maybe.
I mean,
You are talking about yourself, so it might be okay.
Are we going to need like 6 months of therapy and like
No, absolutely not.
$350,000 worth of pills?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Get over it, crybaby.
Okay. So I'm just like some fatty dad, apparently, according to her. I'm thinking at 50 years old, almost 50, at 6 foot, 200 pounds, I'm thinking I'm okay. I know I need to work on things, but I'm thinking I'm in pretty good shape.
I think you're perfect.
Until my kid's like, hey, biggie. I'm like, wow. Okay, well, let's see where you're at 50, baby girl. Okay, but whatever.
Hey,
So,
tell them about how we get retaliation on her in public, though.
oh my God, my kid. No, I don't know. I probably shouldn't do that. My
Yes.
kid will hate me for life.
No, do it anyway. Do it anyway.
Can we even say names on?
Yeah.
Okay. Walk Like Sean. What was this show?
FGTV.
FGTV. When my kid was, I don't know, this damn
She's about
big.
3.
You know, at the age where they don't wear their clothes or their shoes and it's hard to keep a diaper on them because all they want to do is run around naked. Okay, my kid was that age and she knew how to play Google. And her words were the Giggle Play Store. I want the Giggle Play Store, Daddy. So I'd hand her my phone. Well, she found out how to get to the Giggle Play Store. No problem.
Well, it wasn't Giggles she wanted to get to. It was YouTube.
Yeah,
TuTube.
TuTube. It wasn't YouTube. It was TuTube, according to her. That was her favorite thing. So anyway, she figured out how to get to TuTube, and she finds this FGTV. Well, her little favorite thing, she'd run across the little living room in her diaper and nothing else on, and she'd be like, "Hell yeah!" Or how did
It's
go?
belly out, zombie arms, bow leg, and now walk like Sean.
So, and it was the cutest thing. I mean, you guys that are parents, y'all know that. I mean, those are moments that you will never forget. Even if I were to be diagnosed with dementia, that would probably be a memory that I don't think my brain would let go of. And I hate me for saying that all y'all want to. My mom's name is right here. Day she was born, day she passed away. She died from stage 4 dementia, so I don't want to hear anything in the comments about how I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, that's one of them things I'm never going to forget. And now because she's 12 and she's got this little attitude that she's better than everybody else and she can't get excited for any reason under the sun, we like to go through the store as the parents we are. And when she looks at us and says, "Bruh, really?" Mom and I'll just kind of give each other a look and a wink, and we're like, "Yeah, we're going to do this." We will seriously, we'll be like, and loud as can be. We want the whole store to hear this and see this because it doesn't matter. We've lived our life. We've been embarrassed before, and trust me, this is not embarrassing compared to things we've been through. So let me tell you, but my kid is having the worst time of her life when this happens. And we're like, belly out, zombie arms, bow-legged, now walking like Sean. My kid,
And I'm walking like Sean all over Walmart. I don't care.
We're just like, we look like we just crapped our pants, and we're just like, oh, yeah, oh. And you know the funniest thing is all the adults are laughing. But not like laughing like, hey, you're kind of an idiot. We're laughing at you. They're like, yeah, we get it. We get it.
All Gen X parents get it. All
my-
Gen X parents get it.
My poor kids sitting there like, I don't own them. They just kidnapped me. I don't know who they are. Please help me. We're like, yeah, this is good. Oh, God, this is great.
Hiding behind grocery carts and
It's like, where'd you go, Kendall? She'll try to walk off the aisle, and I'll like run behind her. Where are you going, Kendall? Where are you going? She's like, stop, Dad, stop. I don't know you. And we're like, oh yeah, this is my baby girl. And then I will always end it with, I'm stronger than you.
oh, that's a whole nother story.
When she was, for all you dads out there, I mean, y'all get it. If it's our little boys,
They have to be daughter dads.
yeah, you have to be a daughter dad. To our little boys, we're just like, yeah, right, dude, toughen up. You fell down, dust it off, get up. Unless there's a bone sticking out or a finger hanging off, we're not concerned. We're like, it hurts, I know, get over it. So what? Go on, man. Dust it off. It'll leave a cool scar. But our little girls, they hit the floor, and we're over there in tears just with them. We're like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, my kid. Oh my God. We're running to the hospital. We're like, doctor, look, she's bleeding to death. And he's like, yeah, it's a paper cut. She's okay. We're like, oh no, look at her. She's dying. Fix it now. And it's a daughter-dad thing. It's when they cry, we cry. When they get hurt, we're praying to God, please take the pain off them and put it on us. Let me take this pain. Let me take this sickness. When she's sick, even at her rotten 12, I'm like, God, I wish I could be sick in her place. She doesn't deserve this. Let me take this sickness. But whatever. So she won every fight. Every time she was at that same 3-year-old, we'd put her up on the bed or the couch or wherever she would want to be, as high as she could be, and I would sit here and play with her, and I'd let her actually hit me, and you guys know. And man, I'd fall down. Oh, you hurt me, you hurt me. Oh, I can't move anymore. She would giggle and she would laugh, and she'd tell her mama, I beat Daddy up, I beat Daddy up. And I'd be laying there, oh, she beat me up, baby, she beat me up, I can't move. Well, my little girl thought that was the coolest. She thought she was really winning these fights. She like took this to heart, like this is going to the bank. She's cashing this check. So, whenever we'd put her to bed, she'd get to the point where she didn't want to sleep in her room in her bed. She wanted to sleep in our room in our bed. And we're like, no, you can't. You have to sleep over here, baby girl. This is your room. Oh, she would start screaming and kicking and punching and crying and throwing things. And then we would shut the door and things would bounce off the door because she would throw stuff at it. And I'd open the door and I'd tell her, stop your crap. You have to go to bed. And then she would start throwing stuff. So I'd pick her up and I'd be like, you cannot do this. Stop this. You have to sleep in your bed. You can't stop me. I'm stronger than you. And of course, you can't do anything with that but laugh. I mean, because at the end of the day, you're like, oh, kid. Oh, what do you do? As a parent, you're so mad. You're so frustrated. You're like, ugh. But then you're like, is that not the cutest thing you ever heard in your life? You can't stop me. I'm stronger than you. I'm like, you're 3. You're this big. What are you really going to do? But
You're a whole third of a person.
yeah, you're not even a third of a person yet. What are you going to do? But, I mean, you can't help it. Yeah, these are moments you can't get back. But anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent there. Hey, that'll be enough.
Lazy, go to bed already.
So anyway, all that being said, that's my daughter's dog now. And it's now Money. a money pit that I don't even get to enjoy. He comes around, look, he'll be here for about 5 seconds until one of those pigs really aggravate his girlfriend, and then he'll take off over there. Hey, that'll be enough. Bella, bad girl. I thought I shut that cage door where they couldn't get in. That's what's going on. They're trying to get in the other cage beside her.
Yeah, and fix my fire.
I'm fixing. I'll have to go gather some more wood here shortly.
You better.
I think we're out of everything over here. So anyway, guys. No, really, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys tonight about, show you Braxton, let him see 2 years later, let you guys see 2 years later. He's doing good. And then we had a loss. My neighbor, that older guy, he's got this dog. And according to him, oh, well, it's just a dog. That's what he's said for years. Well, something happened to the dog. He didn't make it. He's no longer with us right now.
Bella, what's the matter?
No, that's the pigs getting under the smoker.
Oh. They're going to kill the chickens.
Yeah. So anyway, he didn't make it. And all we can think is blunt force trauma. Pause it. Okay. It's time for more firewood.
Fire!
Now, I had to go gather more firewood. Anyway, let you see our dogs. Let you see our place. Firewood I'm burning. We did a job where we built a new pergola. We had to take, hey, enough. We had to take an old pergola down. This was some 2x2 cedar. It might have been stained many years back, but it's pretty much dry rotted now. So thought, hey, it'd make a good fire. Cedar burns nice and hot. And kind of go Gen X on everybody for a little while. My fire is not a fire pit. It's on the ground.
But it's all dirt all the way around.
I know. These new videos, everybody's camping. We're not camping. I'm at home. I'm just in part of my yard. We have 2 acres.
Almost 2 acres.
Almost 2 acres.
Just under.
This is what I fenced in as my yard. I don't want to fence in the 2 acres. I like it wooded. I like it treed.
We probably have almost a 1/4 acre fenced in.
Yeah, a 1/4 acre fenced in. This is what we call our yard. This is what I maintain, other than my driveway coming and going, and an easement out to my power pole, where the power company has to have their right of way. Other than that, I live in a forest. I like it to look like a forest. These new camping videos everybody's doing. Years ago, we started just kind of watching all these people because I love camping, and I noticed they wouldn't build fires anymore. They would take these little propane or little canisters that's how they would cook their food. That's how
little propane stoves or little tiny wood burning stoves that were,
portable for camping, like hiking in, setting them up.
Like little 8x6-inch stoves you could put kindling in and burn.
And I know today's society, people are trying to go green and trying to save the planet and trying to, I get it.
Lazy needs to go to bed.
Yeah, she really does. I'm about to get the BB gun. Anyway, I don't have to shoot my pig. I literally just have to shake it with the BBs in it.
And she's gone.
She's gone. So, she learns her lesson pretty fast. But at the end of the day, we watch these videos and I kind of laugh. I'm thinking, you're camping. Don't you want a fire? Isn't this what camping? Kind of like, to me, the whole thing about camping is I don't care about sleeping in the tent. I don't care about everything else that comes with the campsite. I actually just kind of enjoy the nighttime when we get to sit around as a family around the fire. And if you've got this little portable thing, that's not really a fire. What are you gonna roast, one hot dog at a time, one marshmallow at a, I mean, how does that work? I don't get it. I'm not bucking it. I'm just saying it makes no sense to me. This is my property, my fire.
We're not under a burn ban.
I'm not under a burn ban. I'm gonna burn my fire on the ground, and I'm gonna have it. It's gonna produce light in the summer, and it's gonna produce heat in the winter. That's how I build my fires. I know my different ways of building fires. I will build them.
This is a light fire.
This is only to provide light. You see I'm sitting this close to it. It's 78 degrees. I'm not overheated. This is just for light. That's all this is. So I don't need the comments to blow up with, oh my God, that fire's on the ground. You're gonna scar the earth. You're going to scorch it. It'll never grow. Can you see this? Nothing grows here anyway. I mean, come on. Really, what am I scarring? I might make sand glass if I keep it up. If I get it hot enough, I might make some glass. But I mean, there's nothing growing here.
Hey, don't put it on my fire.
Nothing.
You're gonna put my fire out.
And I promise you, when we first bought this property, we had to clear our way in. This was not a cleared piece. It was solid woods. Underbrush was so thick, you couldn't walk 10 foot in and be
I have to
seen.
drop a few pictures in.
Yeah, you might have to drop a few pics in. But there's been fires started on this piece of property from when we first got here and camped. On the first weekend we thought we'd clear. The next weekend we made it about 100 feet in, 100 more feet. We kept going until we finally got to where we thought, okay, this is where we're gonna build. And you know what? I can't see one place along the way where I've ever burnt other than right here where we settled.
Well, that's because
after-
every fire we've had's been right here since.
If I don't burn for a week right here, you'll never know I burnt right here until I start another fire here.
Nope.
So, but anyway, man, that cedar's popping nice. It's going good.
The dogs like it.
Yep.
Braxton's certainly enjoying it.
Yeah, these dogs love sleeping by the fire. My animals are so domesticated. Most animals see fire and they run the other direction. My pigs, if they'll actually lay down before this video's over, they will be the same distance from that fire as these dogs are though.
Well, we had a fire last night, and this morning when I got up and came out to drink my coffee, these two yahoos and Maisie were actually laying in the coals.
Yeah.
They were laying in the coals. And it was only 64, 65 out this morning when we got up.
Bad. Wasn't bad at all.
No.
No, as a matter of fact, I went to bed in sleep pants and a sweatshirt, and I actually took my sweatshirt off and had to change into shorts before morning. And that was with no
And the
way-
air conditioner was on when I woke up.
That's with the AC on, the fans on. I mean, it just, but then again, we are in Southeast Texas, so we'll run our AC all the way through till middle January.
It runs year round.
Yeah. And in January, we might get, a week or two of 15 to 30 degree temperatures. And that's not every day. That's just hit and miss.
Yeah.
And then after that, and so there's days in there where it's like, wow, yesterday it was 17 degrees. Today it's 60. And you're turning the AC on going, wow, it's hot outside.
Yeah, there's not 1 month out of the year that we don't run the AC.
Yeah. So
That's not saying it's ran every day of the year. I'm just saying that it's needed every month out of the year.
to the point where we originally grew up south of Fort Worth, about 30 miles. You guys can look at a map and guess what towns are about 30 miles south of Fort Worth. Not Dallas, Fort Worth.
Definitely not No,
Yeah.
not Dallas.
And growing up there, we were used to cold weather for several months out of the year. We moved down here. We've been here, what, 10 years?
Yeah.
It's to the point we go home to visit, see family. And we're so used to the heat here that when we go home to visit and it gets below 60, we bundle up. We're like long sleeves, thermal underwear, hoodies, jackets, toboggans on, to where my wife's parents laugh at us now. They're like,
What's wrong with y'all?
they're running around in shorts and t-shirts, and we're like, oh, it's too cold for that. And they're like, yeah, it's 62 degrees. And we're like, yeah, I know. We're used to it being, oh, I don't know, 100 all year round. So, I mean, we go back, we've acclimated to this weather where we cannot even go visit without getting laughed at back home. So,
Well, and then you take the opposite extreme, and you got to take my older brother. He moved to Alaska. And even in May and June, when we're just preheating for summertime, remember he came down here on vacation.
yes,
He could.
dying.
He died.
It was only 80 degrees at the time, and
It's
he was
like-
melting.
It's like, dude, we're still preheating. It's not even hot yet. He goes, I can't live in Texas ever again.
I could never come back to Texas. It's too hot. And I'm like, buddy, you're the one that moved to Alaska.
It's like, but you grew up with this.
You're an Eskimo now, bud. I mean,
Yeah, he said he can't ever live in Texas again.
Yeah.
I find it funny. But, you know, he does need to come down on
you're gonna have to
vacation
edit
more.
this out.
Why? I can't read your can. You're just drinking a drink. But yeah, no, he needs to come down on vacation more.
Yeah. Spend more time.
Yep. I agree.
You know, I was thinking a while ago about the whole Gen X thing. And I was thinking, you know, we're like, oh, that's the chickens up there pecking around on the porch.
I wonder if Diane went to bed.
I don't know. Real quick, guys, we'll start doing videos on our porch. You know how a mechanic's car never fully runs, a carpenter's house is never really built? We're in the process of finishing out some builds. Eventually, when it gets done, we'll start filming the place and you guys can see it. I'm actually going to build a place on my porch for just doing these videos. But Gen X sitting out here by the fire. You know,
But I have a porch chicken. That's where that was going.
yeah, I'll get there in a minute.
Okay.
I was going to finish my Gen X thing. We'll talk about the chickens, baby. Whatever makes mama happy, we're going to talk about. So, we have the most segregated chickens in the world. We talked about them earlier when we were cooking. We literally have the most segregated chickens you could ever think of.
Yep.
We've got 2 adult roosters, 7, 8 full-grown hens.
We have Grace, Lacey, Becky, Felicia, Nezuko. And
yeah, all you people watching like anime, y'all heard Nezuko. Yep, that's my
Those
daughter's
are-
chicken.
those are those 5.
Yep,
And then we have Diane.
yep.
And then
The 3 little ones.
the 3 little ones. I'm not sure how many are
So
roosters.
we have 6 full-grown hens.
Yes.
Okay. Well, each rooster has claimed their little group of hens. And one rooster will take his 2 or 3 hens off across. They'll go out of the fence towards the driveway.
Nah, it would be Fred.
And then Sora, again, for all you anime people out there, again, my daughter's rooster. He'll take his little flock of hens and they'll go out towards the power pole.
Yep.
They'll each go different directions. And then we have this little, what is she, a silky?
She's a silky.
She refuses. She's too good to have anything to do with any of these other chickens. She will not interact with them. She stays on the porch. She lives on the porch. Bella.
She's my porch chicken.
Where the others have a roost. As a matter of fact, they're so segregated that one rooster and his hens, I built roosting boxes for every one of these hens.
Yep.
All in one place. There's enough roosting boxes that kind of behind me.
Yep, right up there behind the Texaco sign. That's
Yeah.
the chicken coop.
That's the chicken coop. There's no door on it because they kept escaping. So I thought, why am I rounding chickens up every day to put them back in a... They don't want to be in there. Let them... Half of them still sleep in their coops. That's one rooster, and his hens sleep in there. Another rooster and his hens, you can't see it, but kind of up there in a tree.
Hold on, let's see. Can we see the tree?
Hold on, I can walk up there and point to one. I can see her now.
Oh yeah, she's that little white
See the
spot.
white and black mass? The white and gray?
Yep.
That's her. Her rooster and her fellow hens are up there in that tree.
Yes.
And then I'm not going to ask you to pay them because our construction is still underway and it's... But we have a Silky that lives on the porch. And then we just turned 3 baby hens. Well, I say baby, they're what, 3 months old?
They're 3 months.
3 hens that hatched out of a clutch 3 months ago. They're finally big enough to turn loose. We turned them loose yesterday.
And then 20 minutes later, we found 2 new hatched chicken babies.
Yes. So those 3 live on the porch now too. It's getting ridiculous, but none of the porch chickens do not live together on the porch. They have sectioned the porch off like, this is my half, that's y'all's half. You come over here, there's going to be a fight. Don't do it. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, because we have what I call the 3 stooges, which is the babies. They sleep closer towards the laundry room, and then Diane sleeps by the front door.
Yes. It's kind of crazy.
Not Momo.
Oh, is she going to bed?
Yeah, Momo going to
she's
bed.
Going up the hill. She's ready for bed.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Gen X.
Oh, just sitting out by the fire, doing this. What is this full moon called?
It is the beaver moon.
The beaver moon. You know, I don't really care.
Jokes and comments. It's cool.
Yeah, make all the jokes you want because I promise I've made many to my wife over this beaver moon. But anyway, you know, I really don't give a rat's backside over what the moon's called.
It's a full moon.
When I was younger, I used to just sit outside by the fire. I grew up going to bonfire parties. We'd back our trucks up. We'd find a place in the middle of nowhere. The coyotes would be hollering around you. Yodel dogs, whatever you want to call them. But we didn't care. It didn't scare us. We loved being out in the middle of nowhere. We loved it. And somewhere between me graduating high school and me getting to almost 50, I notice when we go out with our friends, instead of the kids being out around us playing, they're right in the middle of us playing. And I'm thinking,
Oh, they're right under us.
where did we go wrong? What happened? Where did we soften up to the point where, wow, buddy, where did we go wrong? Why are our kids right here underneath us, if they're even out at all? Where when we were kids, my parents had to holler out, "Where are you? I can't see you." Yeah, that's because I was in the middle of those woods.
We were also the generation that they had to make a commercial reminding our parents they had kids, and do you know where they are?
Yeah, exactly. So we didn't care that there was coyotes hollering in the background. We didn't care that there were snakes out in them woods. We didn't care about the boogeyman.
No, there was a
That-
whole new set of games to be played when the sun went down.
Yeah, it didn't scare us. We knew that Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees,
Freddy.
Freddy Krueger, we knew all of them were on TV, but we knew they were fake and they weren't sitting out here in these woods
Mm-mm.
because it ain't real. So we'd go play. You didn't have to tell us take a flashlight. We didn't have one to take. Our parents were too poor to afford a flashlight, and if they did have a flashlight, they damn sure didn't have the batteries to go in it because that was too damn expensive.
And if they did, you certainly weren't going to touch it because they might need it later.
That's it. You'd get whooped. You
Hold that flashlight for Dad. That's the only time you got to touch
Yeah.
that flashlight.
Hold that flashlight while he's working on the truck. That's about the time you got it.
And you better hold it right.
Yeah. We were off in these woods. We didn't care. You know, I can't get my kid out here. We go to get-togethers, parties, whatever you want to call them, with our friends our age, and they all got kids, and they're all, you know, they're all either in somebody's house, or if they are outside with us by the fire, they're literally huddled up to the fire because that's the safest place to be. And it's like, you know, wow. It just wakes you up. It makes you realize, what did we do different? What did our parents? Yes, our parents whooped us. Maybe that's the problem. I'm not going to go into that. I don't want to make it political. I don't want to make it. But I'm just saying,
There was discipline in our lives when needed.
I got a few bruises growing up, and I think I'm a better person for it.
We all are functioning parts of society.
Yeah, we're tax paying. We're home owning.
Hard working.
Hard working, blood, sweat, and tears poured into my family and my house and my property and my vehicles. That doesn't come free, doesn't come cheap, and I know damn well I'm not going to just demand it's going to come to me and I'm going to get it. No. If I'm not out there bleeding, sweating, crying, it's not happening.
Well, plain and simple fact of the matter is if we have it, we own it. Nobody can take it from us. It's not on credit. It's not financed. If
No.
we have it, it's ours. We own it.
I don't finance anything in my life. If I want something, I save up until we can afford it and we go buy it. And if we get close enough to it and we can't find it for the price we want, we'll settle for something just a little bit smaller so we get what we need. That's the way we operate in life. That smoke is
Oh,
following
did it
us.
shift?
Yeah, it keeps shifting. But at the end of the day,
Don't move too close. We don't need it up close of your nose.
you don't want to see what's in my nose, baby.
Nah, no bats in the cave tonight.
Okay. Well, good thing I blew my nose earlier.
Good deal.
But no, I mean, reality is look, we grew up, we got a few bruises. We certainly were in the hospital more as when we were kids, and not because our parents, because, well, we just had fun. We wanted to climb that tree and we fell out, we broke an arm. We wanted to ride that Mini 80, we'd break a leg. We'd ride our skateboards, we'd bust our head open. Collarbones broken, toes broken. We got whooped in Walmart. Probably needed to go to the ER after Mom was done with you.
Ooh, the foam flip-flop that
Yeah.
Mom could draw like Quick Draw McGraw back in the day.
You know,
Wa-cha-cha!
There wasn't a mom in the world that would have ever said anything to your mom whooping your butt in Walmart.
Nope.
There wasn't a mom in the world because they were fixing to whoop their kid's butt. And if they weren't fixing to whoop their kid's butt, they were laughing because yesterday they were there doing the same damn thing Mom's doing today.
Hey, I remember one time we were kids. We were in Walmart, and my brother had been messing with. Back then, they weren't the $5 bins. They were just bins in the middle of the aisles that had like balls and toys and different
Yeah.
stuff. My brothers had been messing around in them, and my mom kept telling them to quit, and she was getting aggravated with them.
Back when they were real cardboard bins that could give you a paper cut, not these
They were
plastic-
still metal.
Oh, were they?
They
Still
were the metal ones.
Yeah.
And anyways, she caught a kid out of the corner of her eye messing in that bin again, and she thought it was my older brother, and she
You
turned
grew
her.
up in an uppity part of town with metal bit. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Anyway, she caught this kid out of the corner of her eye messing around in that bin, and she thought it was my older brother, and she turned around and she swatted him on the hand, started getting on to him. It wasn't my brother.
It was some other kid.
But guess what? That kid's mama didn't say anything to my mom.
She like, the little bastard deserved it.
Yeah, she's like, thank you.
You know, that's the thing.
That's how we grew up, though. You could get on to other people's kids, and it was okay.
Oh, you can't even so much as look at another kid these days and go, stop.
No, and as a matter of fact, when we were growing up, if we got in trouble, my parents didn't have a landline. But I promise you, they knew what we did before we ever made it home.
Oh,
And we heard about it from every friend's parent along the way.
that's it. You know what? I could go to a friend's house, or a friend could come to my house. And let me tell you, if I acted stupid at my friend's house, I'd get that warning. And if I kept it up, I'd get that swat. And do you think my mom wanted to go fight that mom? No, my
No.
mom was baking this one a cake that I never even got baked for my birthday, but my mom was so happy that woman whooped my ass too, that she baking her a cake and saying, hey, thank you for getting on to my kid. He deserved it.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we grew up was,
And that's where you got in more trouble, was because your friends' parents had to get on to you. So when you got home, that was an embarrassment to them. So now you're in extra trouble for
Yes.
what you did.
oh, exactly. We grew up in a time where we never screwed up for the same thing twice.
It was always a new screw up.
We screwed up plenty.
Yeah, but it was always a new
Almost
screw up.
daily we were getting some. It was a fear of a spanking almost daily, but you know what? We learned.
Absolutely.
We weren't repeat offenders. And
No.
That's the problem with society today. Our prisons are full of repeat fucking. Edit that
Oh.
out. Repeat offenders. Don't edit that. I stopped it. Don't edit. Leave it in there. Full of repeat offenders. And you know what? They didn't learn because today's society is soft. Today's society cannot handle rules. Today's society can't handle fires. Today's society is scared of the woods, scared of the boogeyman. So they stay in town, they commit crimes, they keep doing the same thing because we can't discipline our kids anymore. We can't do it in the way that we know how to. We can't do it in a way that works. We can't use the tried and true method.
No.
We have to try this new reimagine how
Soft
society is supposed to
parenting.
be. Well, I'm done reimagining how society is supposed to be. There's no reimagining. This is the black and white line. This is it. This is how it works.
I have a better imagination than the millennials do. I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
Yeah, we had to play when there were no phones. We
Yeah,
had to go outside and make friends.
even my oldest daughter finds it hard to believe I'm older than Google.
Mhm.
I mean, she can comprehend it, but I'm older than Google.
And that's a 27-year-old daughter.
Don't make her too old. She's 26.
26, sorry. But regardless, we're older than cell phones. We're older. We're the kind, you see some kids, you move into a new place, you're like, hey, there's some kids playing.
Keystone, what is wrong, buddy?
He wants his girlfriend, Bella.
Well,
But
he
she's
can't.
still on lockdown because she's in heat.
He can't have her.
So, we're like, hey, there's some kids playing. I don't know them. I'm bored. What do? You walk up. You're like, hi, my name's Raymond. Y'all want to play? Yeah, let's play. Let's go do things. Hey, we don't really have a BB gun or we don't really have this, but you know what? Let's go in them woods and play war. Let's go over here and jump our bikes or our skateboards. Hey, there's a creek over there. You know what? If we ride up and down it enough with our bikes, we can make a half pipe. We can do things. We had imagination.
Oh, yeah.
Kids these days are like, you pull them outside, tell them put that phone down, 5 minutes, they're in tears, they don't know what to do, they're scared to death. There could be a group of kids over here and they'll just stare at them the whole time. Each group will stare at each other. And it's like, wow, is this fixing to be a gang fight? What the hell's going on?
Well, and how many times have we went to leave the house and Kendall had an absolute breakdown because she couldn't find her earbuds?
Oh yeah, she couldn't jam out her music growing up. You know what? Yeah, we had earphones and we had the same meltdowns.
No, we had headphones. You know, the
had
metal things that went
yeah,
over your head, gave
yeah.
you a headache because you wore them for too long.
Yeah.
And you hope that, you know, your Walkman batteries didn't die before your favorite song was
Yeah.
over.
Hey, I would mow yards and then I would walk 3 miles over to Walmart
Sorry, kind of
just
ditched
to
the
get my
camera
Walkman.
for a second.
I remember I wanted a Walkman, and I mowed yards, and I walked 3 miles to Walmart to get me a Walkman, and I couldn't even afford the batteries for it, but I had the Walkman. So you know what?
Do you remember what was the very first cassette you bought when you got your Walkman?
I'm gonna embarrass myself. Yes, I do.
I'll embarrass myself first. You first.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Mine was the Judds Greatest Hits.
I grew up country. I did. I wore the Walmart boots and the 13 MWZs. That's what we could afford. That's what I wore. I loved country. I did. I loved classic rock. I loved country.
Do you
But
remember?
I remember my first cassette I bought for my Walkman was Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay,
Posse's on Broadway.
let's fast forward just a little bit.
That's
Do
right.
you remember what the very first CD was that you bought for your portable CD player?
I do.
What was yours?
9 Inch Nails.
You know what mine was?
What?
I had it before I even had the CD player. A friend of mine gave me the CD, and I didn't even have a CD player. Boys to Men.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but you're a girl. That's okay. You were a girl. You could listen. I never got into Boys to Men. I just
I hope not.
wasn't my thing. It just, I didn't like boy band type things. But then again, I didn't like chick bands either. I kind of like just some mainstream rock.
Liar, you listen to L7.
I did listen to L7.
So there you go.
Yeah, well,
Don't
that was
lie.
a chick band, but they were cool though.
And what about Four Non Blondes?
I did like Four Non Blondes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
quit with your fibbing over there.
Okay, you're ratting me out here. You're making me losing my YouTube cred here.
Oh, is that what we're losing?
I'm losing my toughness. I'm gonna have my man card revoked here shortly.
Oh.
Not with L7, because anybody that heard L7 knows, hey, as a man, you ain't gonna fight L7. You wouldn't. You couldn't. They'd kill you. Oh, they would unalive you. Sorry.
Unalive.
But
Keith Jones.
no, I did.
Okay, bud. That's enough.
No, my first CD was 9 Inch Nails.
Get down.
And I don't even think I could say the reason why I liked them, because it was, again, YouTube policies. But for all you people my age, y'all are sitting there going, yeah, dude, I know. I get you. I was ready. And all you people younger than me are like, who the hell is 9 Inch Nails and Four Non Blondes and L7? All I got to say is,
YouTube it.
YouTube it.
Just YouTube it.
Just YouTube. I mean, our generation our music taste was everywhere.
Oh, it would be considered bipolar today.
But here's how you know you're Gen X. You could go to a country bar. You could go to a rock bar. You could even go to an R&B rap bar. And what's the number one? What song was played in all three?
Sweet Home Alabama.
You said it too fast.
Oh, sorry.
The one song that crossed all genre of music was Sweet Home Alabama. It was guaranteed to be played at least once a night in all three of those places, no matter where you went.
Well, 2 songs. That one, and then just to make ourselves a little multicultural here
Oh,
tonight.
the line dance.
Nope. Feliz Navidad. It doesn't matter. If it was Christmas, everybody's playing that song. I don't
Yeah.
care where you're at. You could be at a Metallica concert and hear that crap.
Please Navidad.
Police stop my car. What?
Yeah, the please stop my car. No, but our generation, we liked everything.
Yes.
It was new, but we're from the time where that was new. It was like, oh wow. Oh, okay. Sweet Home Alabama wasn't new in my time. That was
It
new
wasn't
in
new
my
in my
dad's
time. Yeah,
Not my
that was
time.
not. I'm not that old.
But it was such a great song. It carried through the generations, which I think there's a lot of that music that is great through the generations. I just don't think a lot of kids nowadays, like my daughter,
Oh, she listens to everything.
oh, she has more of classic rock t-shirts like the Rolling Stones, the Doors, Led Zeppelin, Bob Seger, CCR, the original CCR. She's got more of those group t-shirts and likes that music more than she likes even my 90s rock. And she has a bunch of those. She's got the Stone Temple Pilots. She's got Nine Inch Nails. She's got Nirvana. She's got all those group t-shirts too. But I think if you asked her, she actually likes the older
Classic rock.
classic rock. Now, of course, she's got her music she listens to now, but she's into that anime,
Oh, don't call it anime. It's Vocaloid.
Vocaloid. Sorry if I offended anybody that's into that.
It's robots singing.
Yeah, it's not anime music, it's Vocaloid. And let me tell you guys,
When we're not in the house, it sounds like a Japanese arcade.
it does. And let me tell you, for all you guys out there, all you parents that, and yes, I said all you guys because I'm from a generation. It didn't mean all you men. It meant just
Everybody in general.
everybody listening. Hey, you guys. It meant nothing. You know, my kid got into this Vocaloid. And I sat there with her and I watched a couple of these ungodly, screeching, whatever this music is.
It's robot music.
I listened to it with her and I smiled because, well, you know, she's my kid.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
And I said, well, do you like that anime? And she looked at me like she was going to kill me, unalive me. Because guess what? It is not anime. It's called Vocaloid. It looks the same as anime, sounds the same as anime, but it is not anime. Okay, well, I learned something new. Taught an old dog new trick. So she says, hey, this particular blue-haired girl that sings this one thing is her favorite. What's her name?
Miku.
Who?
Miku.
Miku.
And if I'm saying it wrong, I don't care.
I'm sorry to the whole Vocaloid anime world if we're saying it wrong, but whatever. This is her favorite character. Well, Christmas at this particular time's coming up, and we start thinking, well, hey, let's load my kid's room full of stuff she likes. She's already got a whole room full of everything anime. If there's a character of anime of any kind, she's got it in that room. Posters, the whole 9 yards.
And don't you dare call them figures.
Yeah, they're not figures to her. They're figures to us, but they're not figures to her. So we start looking up these Miku. And she says, no, Dad, it has to be straight from Japan. It cannot be an American Miku. It has to be a Japanese Miku. And I'm like, who cares? It could be made in Taiwan. Isn't it the same damn thing? You know, did I care where my Optimus Prime was made?
Nope.
Mexico, Japan, China, Taiwan, America,
Sri
Chicago,
Lanka.
Detroit. I didn't care.
Nope.
I wanted
It was
Optimus
mine.
Prime. I wanted Bumblebee. I wanted them. Hell, I even wanted the worst of the worst. I wanted the Megatron. And I didn't care where he was made. But
Only thing you wanted when you checked the stamp on the back of it was me, and it didn't say made in China.
that's right, baby. Your stamp don't say made in China.
No, we ain't gonna say what it says.
But anyway, so I'm thinking let's load my daughter up with these Miku things. Oh my!
These
Cheapest
things are
one,
ridiculous.
$350 for one made in America, and it specifies where it's made. So therefore, you can't just lie and go, "Here, baby, it's made in Japan. Look, I got the $50 one over here, made in Japan." No, it's
And they're too smart. They'll Google it. They'll figure out where. They
Yeah.
will Google image that and
There's-
figure out where it came from.
There's certain paint jobs on them that actually give this stuff away that I never thought of. I would have never looked at my G.I. Joes and went, hey, these bastards cheated me. Look, his eyebrows, the way they're painted, that means he's made here versus if they're painted on this way, he's made... No, we weren't that smart.
We didn't care.
Or we just didn't care. We really didn't care.
Nope.
I'll take the Kmart. That shows my age. I'll take the Kmart G.I. Joe as well as the Walmart G.I. Joe or the Toys R Us G.I. Joe. I really don't care. No, not these kids nowadays.
No.
So I find this lady in a little bitty old small town that you wouldn't think would have an anime shop, period, at all, whatsoever. But it did. And my kid buys a lot of stuff from this lady in this little bitty old town that has this anime shop. I think we keep her in business. I really do. I think it's, we get Christmas cards from her, so we must keep her in business. So she's like, I'll find your daughter a Miku out of Japan. Don't worry.
Yep.
And the particular one she wanted was like a $500-$600 Miku. And I'm
And it
like,
was
no.
$670 something.
No, absolutely not. My wife's like, should we? I'm like, no. That's a hard, firm, oh, hell no. We're not doing it. No, for $675, my daughter can have a whole lot of fake Mikus and a whole lot of other anime and a whole lot of socks and all the other girl things she needs.
Do you know how many bills I could pay with that?
You know, I could pay a lot of bills with $675. No, we're not buying one figure from Japan for $675 damn dollars. No, because that's going to make that guy in Japan a millionaire overnight when I give him that $675 to his money. That's $1 million to him. No, ain't happening, bud. No. So this lady comes back and she says, I found that exact Miku your daughter wants for $50 American. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't care if it's black market. I don't care if it's illegal.
I don't care where she got it from.
I don't care. I don't care if she robbed a shipping container full of these.
I don't care if she made it her damn self. I don't care.
Can you get me 3 of them? I mean, at that price, because I'm thinking, wow, I can make $675 a piece. Let's go. Give me 3 of them. No, we did. We ended up getting my daughter one. My daughter fell in love with it. And I didn't know where we were going with this.
I don't. Your train of thought has no caboose.
Oh, the music.
Oh, okay.
So the whole thing is
oh, and just so you know, I was informed this morning that, do you know what yesterday was?
Yesterday?
Yeah, that's what I said. It was Miku's 21st anniversary yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, because I
We care.
listened to one song of hers, so now I'm supposed to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a typical relationship. One date, and I'm supposed to remember her birthday and everything else. It's, yeah, typical. Yeah, you're training her right. Well, I guess when I go in, the good dad I'm going to be tonight, I'm going to go, hey, baby, lay happy Miku birthday.
Wasn't her birthday, it was her anniversary.
Anniversary, and she's going to go, wow, Dad, you're awesome.
Yep.
And I'm going to be like, yeah.
I'll take credit for that.
I pay attention, baby. Kind of like every gift you've ever gotten from Mom and Dad, it's really from Mom. She just has to tell Dad what's in the box.
It's like, yeah, we really got her that.
What'd we get her? Just let me know. So in the morning when she hugs me on Christmas morning, I'm like, yeah, baby, I knew you wanted that. Sorry. It's just being a good Gen X dad. I'm like, hey.
It happens.
No. Life is good. Life is great. I just can't get over the fact that I'm so old now. Life has changed. And I don't quite understand where we're going.
You know, I know where you're going.
Where? To get more firewood?
Ding,
Stoke
ding,
your fire
ding.
back up?
Ding, ding, ding.
No, I don't get it. I don't understand where we're at. Oh, I know what I was going to say earlier. You know, my neighbor's dog didn't make it. And here lately, we've had, for lack of a better word, we live on a private road. We're the only people that live on this road. My neighbor owns property to this road, but he lives on another road. And his little dog would come down here and spend the night. We'd feed it, we'd water it, it'd go home. He's a great friend of ours. We have Thanksgiving together every year, Christmas together. We just do a lot of things together. We go out of town together. We go
4th of July's, New Year's.
Yeah. So his dog being here or my dog being there is not a problem. It's just the way it is out here.
No, as a matter of fact, he used to come sleep in the bed with us because he'd stay over too late and it was cold.
Yeah, his dog would come over, we'd bring him in, and he'd just actually sleep in the bed with us. I mean, it was like, wow, that's the running joke was if anything ever happens to my neighbor, we've got to adopt his dog. And anyway, we've had a lot of crackheads coming up and down this road late at night. Oh, really, all kinds of times of the day.
Yeah, they've been even coming during the daytime now. We're catching them on cameras during the daytime.
Yeah.
When we're gone.
And the thing is, my female dog's been in heat for a couple of weeks. And therefore, he wouldn't leave. He would come down here and he would stay just like all my male dogs. They just huddled around the cage thinking everybody's going to get that one moment. You know how boy dogs are. They just, all it takes is 4 seconds. That's it. So they thought that he thought he was going to get in line with it. He was happy. We were feeding him. He wouldn't leave for about a week. We fed and watered him. We'd let him sleep in the house. We just, took care of the dog. We'd even message my neighbor and be like, look, we got your dog. He's down here. He's safe. He's happy. He's good.
Send him pictures.
Send him pictures of his dog so he knows his dog is good. And he's like, yeah, I know that little son of a gun won't go home while your dog's in heat. But
he goes, I ain't worried about it.
Well, one day he leaves. He goes home. A day later, I get a call saying, hey, Duke won't eat, won't drink.
Well, he would drink, he just wouldn't eat.
And he's just laying there. He won't walk, he won't get up. And I'm thinking, now this dog, it isn't parvo, it isn't anything like that. This dog's
No, he was 5. He was 5 years old.
Yeah, not saying he couldn't have got parvo, but I mean.
And he was a Chiweenie, so he's pretty active and pretty young for his age.
From what I
for
understand,
his breed.
From what vets have told me, my understanding is once a dog's over a year and a half, yes, they can get parvo, but it's kind of rare. It's like, so, but anyway, the dog didn't have that. It was on a Saturday evening. He couldn't get it into a vet without paying ungodly amount.
Almost $1,000.
So my wife went over there because this dog was really kind of her dog. All of us guys would be like, no, get down, you're not sitting in our lap. My wife would be like, oh no, you're allowed in my lap. And it was just, so anyway, she went up there to visit and check on the dog, and she started feeling around his ribs, and we noticed on one side when you touch his ribs he'd start kind of yelping and
Well, he squeaked.
A couple days went by. We thought, well, he's probably gonna, yeah, I hear that out there. Yeah, that's somebody out in the distance yelling. That's one of those neighbors out there, but
That's weird.
several roads over. Almost sounds like they're fighting.
Yeah. That's weird.
Well,
anyway.
it'll show up on your crime radar later, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway,
He would squeak.
sorry, I'm taking my time with this one because I'm really kind of mad, guys. I I almost got in a fight today, and I'm not proud of it. At 50 years old, I almost got in a fight today over this dog. The only way he could have got that, yeah, you could say, well, he's run over. Okay, that's the first logical thought. Dog got run over. Problem is, you know your dogs. You guys that have dogs, you know your dogs. You know where they go, you know where they don't go. You know when you're driving around on your property, if your dog ever gets in front of you, we've all had the dog that won't move, and you think you're going to run him over every time you move, and you got that, you got the dogs that are like, as soon as you fire the vehicle up, they haul. They're gone. You don't have to worry about running them over. They're not getting in front of cars. They don't go out on roads. They don't do things like that. He's one of those dogs. He's just, chances of him getting run over were kind of zero. Yeah, I keep hearing it over Well, maybe we'll walk up there and check our property here shortly, our other property.
Yeah.
Keystone, no sir. So anyway, the fact his ribs were sore and spongy, we're thinking it was blunt force trauma. And with these crackheads walking around lately, the other
You're
night
okay,
I
bud.
fell asleep on the porch. Is that more of those crackheads I'm hearing? We've had a lot of people camping in our woods lately. Not on our
It sounds
property.
like they're fighting. Calm down, Keystone.
Shh. That's a cat fight. So, anyway, we believe it was blunt force. Ribs were spongy. The other night we fell asleep on the porch. We had a little fire going in the chimney. We have a TV on our porch. It's covered porch. The weather was right. We set up our chairs and we're just watching videos, YouTube to be exact, and we just fell asleep. And again, in Texas, we're afforded certain rights other places aren't, with a little more liberties than most. So there's always something around to protect you. There's always something there to level the playing field, let's just say that. And mine just happened to be on the table on the porch with us, and y'all think, well, that's not safe. Well, first of all, I live in the middle of nowhere. I've got a fence on my exterior property. I've got a fence on my interior property. I've got dogs that alert me. I've got cameras everywhere. You're not getting on my porch without going through my dogs that are going to wake me up long before you ever even get to my porch. So, yeah, I'd say having my protection, my 2A on my porch, pretty safe place. So, anyway, I wake up to somebody about, well, I can tell you exactly what time it was. It was 12:45 a.m. I woke up to somebody screaming and my dog's barking. And on my back road, I could hear somebody walking down the road. I couldn't make out exactly what they were saying. They said something about 5'9", 5'9", 5'9". They kept saying that, and I couldn't make it made no sense to me. What the hell is 5'9"?
Still ain't figured that one out.
And then, but I don't know who has a dog that would be back there other than a stray, maybe. But I kept hearing the guy holler out. Now, he had to have been yelling pretty loud for me to hear him where I'm at. But I kept hearing him say, "Get the hell away from here, I'll kick you, dog. Get away from me, I'll kick you, dog." Now, this was a couple nights after the incident. This was a couple nights after the other dog showed up injured.
Actually, it was the night after.
The night after. But 2 and 2 equals 4 in my mind. Maybe that dude walked down my other road between me and my neighbor, and his dog was the type of dog that would chase you. He wouldn't bite you. He'd just run behind you barking the whole time, or beside you barking.
He's a Chiweenie.
He was a Chiweenie, but he wasn't a biter. He'd just run beside you barking. Everybody out here knows who the dog belongs to, knows the dog. So I'm thinking it might be the same guy. And now that he's buried, now that he's no longer with us from his injuries, we'll never know exactly what happened. It's all speculation. Things add up. I get it. If you're not here, then it doesn't add up the same way for you as it does me. We've all had incidents in our life where it makes perfect sense to you, not quite to me. Not mine to argue, just mine to understand is that's your deal. And I'm just saying, this is my deal. My 2 + 2 is equaling 4. So today, now we have caught on our camera, on our road, several crackheads on bikes coming up and down. Shouldn't be there. The road's washed out on one end. You can't get through. There's trees down. It's just not a place to be walking. Kind of just doesn't make sense.
Well, nobody lives down there, so,
Yeah.
I mean.
When I'm the only person on this entire road, it makes no sense to have traffic.
Anybody.
Yeah. So today, this person comes by pushing a bicycle, walking in front of my driveway out there, which my driveway's good 70 yards from where I'm sitting to the road. I think I'd call it 70 yards.
Yeah.
But my neighbor, whose dog just happened to die, which is also kind of our family dog, he's sitting here with us when this person walks by. And I told my wife yesterday, before I knew the dog was gonna pass, the dog passed last night. Before I knew the dog was gonna pass, I told my wife, I said, you know what, next time I see that crackhead walk by, I'm gonna run out there and I'm gonna go, hey, have you seen a little brown dog about this big, this tall? That little son of a bitch keeps, is it your dog? Because it keeps running over here tearing up my trash. And it keeps aggravating my dogs. I really wish you'd keep your dog on a leash. He's really pissing me off. Hoping I'd fish out. Oh yeah, I'm the guy who kicked that dog. It ain't my dog. Huh?
It's empty.
Oh. Pause. So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is tonight while my neighbor, my friend, who lost his dog, it's personal to us all. I'm talking to him, watching the fire. I catch movement out of my eye and I look over and I see a crackhead. And when I say crackhead, I'm not being judgmental. I'm really meaning what I say. These people are ate up on meth. We're in a very poor area. Most people out here are ate up on meth. It's just a reality. It's not a derogatory, don't really know, I'm just judging. No, it's a fact. They will tell you they are. They have the zombie body. They have the whole sunk in face. They brag about how many times they've been to jail and how much meth they can do.
No, we can look their mug shots up all day long.
Yeah, at our local jail. They're meth heads. But
Well, and the Crime Radar app pretty much zones in on them.
Yeah, we have a Crime Radar app. Oh, but anyway, so I catch one walking a bicycle through here. And we've been catching, we live on a dirt road, so when these bicycle tracks come through, we kind of know. Okay, that's their favorite thing. They either like bikes or e-bikes. That's their favorite method of transportation.
Yeah, the e-bike thing's new.
Yeah, the rich ones, the ones that sell the meth, I guess, have the e-bikes.
Yeah, the dealers get the e-bikes.
The ones that do it can only afford a stolen, regular pedal bike, but whatever. So I catch, there's one coming by. So I take off out of my gate, and I'm going to ask them when they get here. I'm going to literally confront this person. I've told her for a day or two now that I'm going to say, hey, have you seen this little brown dog about this big, little shitty bastard, keeps tearing up my trash, aggravating my dogs, real pain in the ass.
No, he's not.
No, he's really not. Duke was an angel. Better than any dog I own. However, you can't get that information out of them. If you say, hey, this dog died, he's the greatest dog, they're going to be like, oops, sorry, don't know anything. But if you play the card of, I'm angry with this dog, maybe they'll be like, yeah, no, he ain't my dog, but yeah, I kicked the shit out of him the other night. And then if he says that, I'm on Gen X him. That's how we're going to put that tonight.
He, she, it, that they wouldn't admit to knowing the dog, though.
Yeah. Well, I got out there and I realized it was a woman.
Certainly didn't look like one.
Doesn't make her innocent.
As a matter of fact, I hollered out, hey, dude, stop a second.
Yeah, she didn't look like no woman from a distance. She looked like a man. She looked like a man up close, too, but it was obvious because I can describe what a woman is. I don't need I didn't have to go to medical school. I don't have to be a scientist or a doctor. I can tell you what a woman is. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They got two things up top we don't have. They don't have an Adam's apple either. And, well, let's just say that if
5 o'clock shadows aren't common.
things that are hanging down there are attracted to us straight men. And it's not because they're hanging like we're hanging. Let's just end it right there with that. It's obvious, though, because her two lady bumps. She's a woman. And she doesn't have an Adam's apple. And her voice is a little squeaky. So I'm like, there's your frogs, by the way.
Where?
Hopping across the sand right there. Look. He's 5 foot away from you.
I don't see him. Oh, there he goes. Jump, you little sucker. Come on, Melvin.
But
Melvin ain't gonna jump.
no, so I have a change of heart. I'm running out here trying to confront this person, and when she stops and starts talking, and I realize her shape is a woman, that might not be what she identifies as, but she is a woman. I'm like, you know what? I gotta abort the mission. Because I can't confront this woman. My wife will tell you I'm an asshole all day long.
Mm-hmm.
She'll tell you that I was born a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a woman hitter.
Mm-mm.
I don't even like arguing with women.
Really now?
It's not because they're below me. As a matter of fact, I see them as above me, to be honest with you. I mean, ask my wife. She'll tell you all day long. I think y'all are a little bit smarter than we could ever be. I won't tell all my friends that, though. But anyway, I abort the mission because I realize it's a woman. And I'm like, no, I can't really do this. Because even if the woman tells me what I want to hear, if it is her, what am I going to do?
Baby. Bonnie and Clyde. Who do you think would have Gen X'd her?
You could have Gen X'd her for me. But at the end of the day, it didn't feel right. And I'm pretty certain after watching the video of my cameras back, it is the same person that I've been assuming was a man this whole time.
And we have neighbor video to confirm.
Mm-hmm. We've got several cameras that have caught her. And it's really crappy to think that this woman did that to a dog. Because that meant that the lady would have had to kick the dog or hit the dog with something. And the dog has never been an aggressive dog. I mean, so for a person to cut through a road they don't even belong on.
Abuse an animal that wasn't even trying to do anything to him.
Been here for years and years and years and knows everybody out here. For one person to just be cutting through in a place that's not theirs, a place that's not normal to them, they don't know the environment, and then they come in and one action changes everybody's life. One action ripple effects through everybody's life.
Yep.
And this old man that owns this dog, his kids are grown.
He didn't own the dog. It was his companion.
He'd tell you all day long, I don't care about that dog. Let me tell you, the man cared about that dog. And I know it now for a fact. We knew it before. It didn't take the dog being gone to know the man cared about the dog. No matter what his words were, we knew the man cared about the dog. And let me tell you now, after the dog's gone, we certainly know the man cared about the dog. So, I'm just saying, on a little tangent here, to all you out there that care about life, it's above and beyond the dog. When you're in a place that you don't know, when you're the stranger in the environment, maybe don't be so quick to take action, because your actions can change people's lives. On that, I'm going to end the night. See you on the next video.